Changing channels. B2B marketing has been conducted pretty much the same way for decades. Direct sales forces followed up on leads generated by trade print advertising, trade show exhibitions, direct mail campaigns, and telemarketing. These channels were always expensive and have become less effective than they once were. The limitations of traditional intrusion-based advertising sometimes forced B2B marketers to use extreme tactics to attract attention. Until about 10 years ago, the typical information technology IT manager's mailbox bulged with print trade magazines. It was not unusual for IT executives to have a stack of unread magazines in the corner of their offices and to take piles of them on plane trips for rapid processing. Paul remembers with a chuckle the IT manager who referred to his weekly trade magazine deliveries in a metric he called stack feet. This was a highly wasteful system. Technology companies could pay as much as $30,000 for a full-page advertisement that might be seen by only a tiny percentage of the magazine's readers in any given week. Of those who noticed the ad, an even smaller percentage were in a position to make a purchase at that time. It was impossible to communicate the value of a product in this format. Advertisers mainly relied on quick slogans borrowed from the consumer sector that they hoped would spur a phone call. Lead quality was poor, and sales cycles were long and arduous. It's not surprising that the technology sector was one of the first to discard print advertising. Today, only a handful of technology magazines still exist in the United States, and their average size has shrunk from hundreds of pages a week to a few dozen. In 2009, the trade publishing sector was the single largest declining print market, with ad pages contracting 28% on top of years of previous declines. The collapse of that industry was dramatized in November 2008 when PC Magazine, which once generated more than $100 million in annual revenues, announced it was exiting the print business and going fully online. What explains this dramatic turnaround? Quite simply, choice. Business buyers are looking to make decisions as quickly and as intelligently as possible. Searching for solutions online is more efficient than relying on the serendipity of encountering an ad in a magazine or seeing a flyer in a mailbox. Americans older than age 15 conducted 131 billion searches in December 2009, according to ComScore. Marketo reported that 93% of B2B buyers use search to begin the buying process, and Forbes Insight reported that 74% of C-level executives call the internet very valuable, and 53% said they prefer to locate the information themselves. Nor is it shocking that direct mail spending is expected to decline nearly 40% by 2014. Buyers' information discovery habits have changed forever thanks to search engines. But it isn't just search. Business buyers have been saying for many years that their most important source of information is each other. Research in early 2010 by Genius.com and Demand Gen Report found that 59% of B2B buyers engaged with peers before making a buying decision, 48% followed industry conversations, and 44% conducted anonymous research among a select group of vendors. Forrester Research reported that more than 8 in 10 IT decision makers said word-of-mouth recommendations are their most important source when making buying decisions. Countless other surveys stretching back more than 30 years have reached the same conclusions. Business buyers actively seek out others like them because they believe they will get the most direct, untarnished advice. Marketers have many more options for reaching business buyers than they did just 5 years ago. All of the traditional channels are still available, and many new ones have also emerged. Marketing today is a lot more complex than it used to be, but the opportunities are also greater for marketers who can figure out the right combination of dials to turn.